Thanks for clicking on to Vogan's Global Weather and Climate Report, edition 41. I know you may have thought you clicked onto the wrong video just there a second ago, but you haven't. If you haven't already heard of RICHIE on tour, I do encourage you to give a subscription to this channel. Myself and Mr. Gupta will be hopefully working hand in hand in the coming weeks and months, and there is a lot of interesting, exciting things to come between myself and Mr. Gupta. So I encourage you to hit that subscribe button to his channel. I will leave a link in the description below. And he's just recently purchased a hotel up here in the Scottish Highlands, and I will also be showing you some stuff with the Kincraig Castle Hotel coming up as well. But like I say, thanks for clicking on to the 41st edition of the Global Weather and Climate Report. Before we get into the video, please like, please share with your friends and family, and of course give myself a subscription to the channel. There is a lot of interesting, exciting things to come in the coming days and weeks as my summer forecast is getting finalized and will be published on my website marfoganweather.com in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. Looking at the current temperature anomaly planetary wise for the first half of May, and you can see here some significant warm anomalies versus significant cold anomalies as well. Look at Antarctica, very, very chilly compared to average at this moment in time, versus incredible warmth across the northern half of North America. Very, very warm compared to normal here. And you can see here, very cold compared to normal. Western China looks as if it's the coldest place anywhere on the planet for the month of May so far, along with India. And of course, temperatures are on the rise here, but temperatures have been significantly suppressed in recent days and weeks, thanks to heavy rainfall and even Africa below average, most of Europe below average, Australia very cool compared to average. We'll look at the extreme temperatures that we've been experiencing in parts of Queensland and southeast Australia in recent times as well. A lot of Russia actually is below average, which is very interesting to see. Looking at Europe closer up, and you can see here, this is the anomalies here for Europe. So it is on the whole warmer than average across the UK and Ireland, as you can see here. Spain, Portugal, France, Low Countries, Western Germany, but you almost draw a line down the middle. Warmer than average in the west, cooler than average or average to below average in the east. Scandinavia below average, and Poland, the Baltic states. We've got Lithuania, Ukraine, Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, all below average. Turkey below average as well. So it has been a chilly month in this region of the world. So let's get to the extremes that have been taking place over the last week or so. And this is a volcanic eruption in Guatemala. As you can see here, a large ash cloud extending way up into the atmosphere. As you can see here, this is off Disaster News on Twitter, of course. Yemen seeing extreme rainfall and indeed flooding as a result. Parts of India, this is the problem that we've had massive landslide. Look at this video here of a huge landslide that took place in parts of northern India. Look at that there. How terrifying would that be if you were to see that for yourself, right? This had a 6.2 magnitude earthquake that hit Japan in recent days also. And as we continue to skip through here, you can see here plenty of areas. Kashmir had flash flooding, of course. So yeah, there's always extremes taking place around the world, day in, day out, week in, week out. Nothing extreme about that, nothing unusual about that, should I say. Parts of Germany, flash flooding, as you can see here. It's been a very, very wet spring in many central portions of Europe. Look at this dust cloud across the skies in parts of Libya, as you can see here. Fires in parts of Russia. As you can see, this was actually in Devon during the week. Remember those heavy downpours that was seen during the first half of the week, leading to flooding, flooded homes, people needing to get rescued by boats. Would this be a possible indication of where we're going this upcoming summer season? Possibly. Look at these big wildfires that are taking place around parts of Siberia, massive floods in parts of China, as you can see here. Again, look at the power of nature firsthand. Incredible stuff. This is parts of Spain, by the way. Remember we were talking about all that incredible heat in recent times across Spain? Very different story in the last few days, by the way. Temperatures as low as 6 or 7 below what you would expect for early to mid-May in parts of Spain. That's an incredible turnaround. This is Cyclone Mocha that has recently hit near the Bangladesh Myanmar border, and yeah, very, very serious stuff going on here. So check this video out. This is near the landfall point. Now, this region of the world, folks, is very, very susceptible to incredible and deadly cyclones. Bangladesh in particular, very low-lying area, especially around the Ganges River Delta. Millions and millions of people reside in this part of the world, and over the years we've seen as much as 300,000 people killed by these incredible cyclones making landfall in one of the most vulnerable places on the planet when it comes to cyclones making landfall. So our thoughts and our prayers are very, very, very much with the people of northwestern Myanmar and eastern portions of Bangladesh. I think the only saving grace would be that this cyclone took a right-hand turn before making landfall, so it didn't come up right up the spine of the Ganges River Delta and attack the vulnerable city of Dhaka. It looks as if it's turned to the right, to the northeast, and made landfall. Still, this could be a potentially catastrophic event for this region of the planet. But like I say, the main saving grace may be that that it may have taken a little bit of a turn to the right. Extreme cold taking place around parts of Australia, which has been very interesting. A temperature of minus 5.7 was recorded at Oakey in Queensland here. This is a tweet by Scott Duncan, and this is the lowest temperature ever recorded in May in this region of the world. Like I say, some very impressive cold temperatures have been recorded in parts of Australia in recent times. Temperatures 3 to 13 Celsius below the May average. In the far north, in Townsville, 15 Celsius. Mackay Airport recording 6.9 Celsius for our daytime maximum. Remember, this is a tropical region of the world, so highly unusual stuff indeed, that's for sure. Big contrast in temperatures yesterday across Scotland. Only 8 Celsius at Inverbervie, only 11 Celsius at Tain at the same time that we had 20 Celsius relatively nearby in Inverness, and the temperature of 21 Celsius in Aviemore here. So Maximiliano Herrera, extreme temperatures around the world, endless heat in Central America and the Caribbean, Dominican Republic again, Santiago de los Caballeros rose to 36.2 Celsius yesterday, setting a new May record here. Central portions of America, so of course Central America, recording temperatures in Santa Cruz, Costa Rica of 39.7, only 0.3 Celsius from the record set back during the mega drought of 1979. As you can see here, incredible heat across portions of North America, as you can, as I showed you just a second ago with that May anomaly. 29 Celsius recorded in some places, even 34 Celsius in Lytton in British Columbia in recent times. Singapore has finally joined the club along with Laos, Thailand, Vietnam for all-time record-breaking temperatures. So the tiny country of Singapore, right next to, or should I say really right on the equator, never before recorded a temperature higher than 37 degrees Celsius, but that was achieved a couple of days ago in parts of in Singapore. So remarkable temperatures indeed. Again, talking about the Australia cold. Looking back at the month of April, once again, according to NASA, it was the 4th warmest April on record, and of course it was a lot cooler than the month of March was, where the global temperature was the 2nd warmest on record. So quite interesting stuff. Central portions of Asia as well recording incredible temperatures. The first 47 Celsius recorded in Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, as you can see here. So the hottest temperatures of the year now starting to push into the Middle East, as you would expect to see, of course. Big contrast in temperature between Northern Europe, where we've got 25 Celsius in parts of Scandinavia and the Baltic states, versus temperatures 10 to 15 Celsius, some 10 Celsius below average in parts of Italy, thanks to deluges, incredible rainfall, incredible flooding as a result, and therefore incredibly cool temperatures for the middle portion of May. Meanwhile, Sirocco in Tunisia and Libya, 42 Celsius right against the coastline. So big contrasts from one side of the Mediterranean to the other. Flash flooding and temperatures only 10 to 15 Celsius in Italy, versus you just get a boat, go across to the other side of the Mediterranean, and 42 Celsius. So remarkable stuff. Also, what's remarkable is the heat across parts of Canada, up all the way up to Nunavut territory, an incredible 21.2 Celsius. That's 7 Celsius above the previous May record, I believe, according to Maximiliano, in this region of northern Canada. Incredible heat across parts of the Pacific Northwest, where we're seeing temperatures even on the coast soared to 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 Celsius at Tillamook, I think that's pronounced. Hottest May day on record, in some places 88 degrees Fahrenheit, a few weeks after beating the April record here. So very impressive stuff. Of course, a tweet by Jason Nichols. Satellite loop of the extremely severe cyclone Mocha making landfall just north of Sitwe in Myanmar between 12:30 and 14:30 local time. Land interaction will quickly and rapidly weaken the storm, but flooding rains will remain a concern in northwest Myanmar, eastern Bangladesh, and northeastern India into Monday. So, of course, incredible stuff, incredible extremes that are taking place around the world at this moment in time. So it's actually a short and sweet Global Weather and Climate Report edition 41. So I'm going to round that up. Please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and of course you can check out marthagoingweather.com. Also, lots of things that are coming up in the next few weeks here, so stay tuned for that. Do check out Richie on tour. Give him a subscription. We're going to be providing you with some very interesting and exciting things to come in the next wee while, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow with more. Bye for now.